So welcome back, guys, and happy new year. This is the second video of the new year, but our first, I suppose, normal video. So welcome back. Now, with New Year's comes all the boring jobs you probably should have done beforehand, but the grass in the land needs a bit of a clean up. Now, my good friend Augustin, you helped me get my little mower running a bit better than before, and now I can give it a whiz around the garden. Now, it's a double-edged sword, so although it's nice to keep the grass nice, it is also nice to all the clippings we can give to the chickens, and they absolutely love it. So let's go. Now, this isn't me doing donuts. This patch here is called I suppose, the crop circle. We let the grass grow very long there. It's great for the birds and the insects and the bees. And here I am just doing a general tidy up. The grass grows very fast in winter, and if it grows too fast, it just smothers the trees, and they're more inclined to get some sort of disease. So, I've got to keep it somewhat down. Now, me and Sophie decided that this year is the year we're going to grow some vegetables. Good. Well, we're going to try. Last year we sort of planted a few here and there. We forgot about some, but this year is the year that we do it right. So I can't wait to take you along on this journey. So what you're about to see now is me trying to plant some fava beans. Now, me and Sophia absolutely love these beans. We make our own version of baked beans. We do all sorts. There's great soups and stews you can make with them. They're just a very versatile vegetable. So I think we put about 180 of these in the ground, which is an insane amount. Last year I think we grew 5, so it's going to be very interesting. On to the next row. I made a bit of a mistake. I got things a bit confused, but this is going to be 15 green lettuce and 15 red lettuce. And as and when the weeks pass, we'll put some more in. So we sort of stagger the growth so that we've always got lettuce, hopefully from spring onwards. Then the next aisles are going to be leeks and onions and garlic. Now these are quite hard to differentiate, so I've made a little plan so I know where everything is and where everything's living. But it's starting to look very neat, which I'm super stoked about.
I would say that is almost straight. So let's get some wheat in the ground. Now, this row I'm trying 3 rows, and I'm going to spread the seeds back and forth, and another row I might just broadcast and see which one does better. So let's go. Let's just hope the calories I get out of this patch match the calories I'm putting in, because it's a good gym workout. Now, onto the more fun bit. I'm going to try and broadcast, so throw some seeds onto the next row. Well, skip a row and the next row, because that row in between is going to be for, I can't remember, but something next month. So I've got a good walkway. So I'm going to try and throw the seeds just to scatter them sort of evenly and see which one does better. The nice neat rows, which are a bit more labour intensive, or the throw them, see what happens malarkey. So let's give it a go.
So I think traditionally wheat will sort of be grown in big open fields. Now, we tried this last year. We had a lot of weeds, and there were almost more weeds than there were crops. So we've prepared the ground a lot better, and we're really hoping that we get a good harvest this year. But with the rows, we can sort of weed between them if we need to. Now this big old bale of hay, it got ruined when we had some flash floods, and now it's going to be used to insulate some of the crops. Let's see if this works. I really hope we can get a second use from it, and it's not a complete waste of money. It looks quite good, to be honest, so let's see.
So there we go. It doesn't look quite as organised as before, but it's all for purpose. This hay will try and keep the frost away from the potatoes to see if they grow. It is a bit early, so we'll see. But yeah, wheat in. Potatoes and garlic is insulated. That's everything for January, I think. I've got to turn over this bed over here and plant a few trees, but start early and we will reap the rewards later in the year. Well, I hope.
So this is the barn. Now, we have had so many new subscribers. So first of all, welcome to those that have been on up with our journey for a long time and those that are new. So we thought we would show you what our 2026 aim is, and it involves this beautiful building behind me. So this is one of 3 rooms, and it is by far the biggest room. And our idea is to convert this barn into an annex, ancillary accommodation, however you want to call it. And this is going to be the main room with the kitchen, living, dining. So let's show you around. So there are a lot of cool things in this barn. We've already emptied it quite a bit if you want to see one of our earliest videos. It used to be what we call in Portuguese like an adega, because there used to be a vineyard in the field across at the back of it. So we've got these huge wine barrels, and I'm not sure it'll come across on camera quite how big they are, but this room is massive. It's about probably 12 to 15 metres by 8 to 10 metres. It's a huge room, and one of my favourite elements is this cute little window here, which reminds me of like one of those archery windows from a castle. Beautiful. So it's currently got a very badly rotting floor above us, but our idea is to make it full floor to height ceiling, which it already is in the room next door. So let's check it out. This is the room next door. So it's a little bit narrower at about 4 metres. And I'm sat just opposite where we saw the entrance of that old, what we assume must have had a bread oven or something. There's not much this side other than the wall had been somewhat rendered, and it's got a lot of black smoke. So we can only assume they had some sort of oven here. And this is going to be the bathroom. Now, although it's a bit narrower, it does show you the scale with the roof completely open up to the eaves, and that is our idea for the whole barn. So we're thinking bathroom this side and a bit of a utility space the other side. This is the final room, and it's going to be the bedroom. It's probably wider than the bathroom, but it is slightly shorter because there is an old space which they used to keep chickens in just behind Dave as the cameraman, which we'll get a little shot of. And that's going to be the walk-in wardrobe, and this is just purely going to be for a bed, so it is plenty big enough. Now, we have already done some work because we weren't sure whether we're going to put a mezzanine somewhere in the barn or even in here. So David cut half of the floor out just to see what a mezzanine would potentially look like. And we've decided not to. We quite like the full height, and there is some space above what will be the walk-in wardrobe for a little cubby or storage or something like that. Also in this room, one of my favourite things is this beautiful window space. We think it was used for pushing the hay out onto the carts or unloading it into the top of the barn. But our plan is to put a beautiful big window there because the sun rises over in that direction. So in the morning, it just gives the most beautiful golden sunlight to wake up to. So that's the barn. I hope it's given you an idea of the scale of the building, because I think a lot of our current subscribers thought it was a lot smaller. If you've got any ideas about layout styles, order to do things, let us know. But I think first things first is we need to clear out at least one of the rooms, so let's get cracking.
So with the pathway cleared, let's clean inside this barn. Lots of rotten wood, lots of good wood. Let's see what we can find. Now, I broke this yesterday. Can it be repaired? Can I cut this out and put maybe a welder metal rod on? We'll see. Any welders out there, let me know if you think that is doable. So let's move this big chunk of wood, which is my parking brake for this trailer, and then we can begin. Big old chunk of walnut. It's not walnut, chestnut. Let's go. So there you go, it's cleared reasonably well. We have what looks like potentially potting mix. Maybe we can use that to grow some seeds, but it's relatively clear in here. Now we have a load of spare wood. Let me show you. So all this wood here is mainly the beams from above us, the ones we cut out. Now these are actually quite usable. They are oak, I believe. Some are actually from barrel making. There are some signs of woodworm infestation, but only on the surface, nothing really too structural. So we can keep this, we can use this. But we have a lot of it now, and we will have a lot more from this roof section here. So as much I want to crack on with this room, I think I need to build a quick log store. Now, that might be in next week's video, but at some point I'm going to need somewhere to put all this wood, because we have too much of it and it's too valuable just to get rid of and let go to waste. Now there was a lot of wood which was rotted. Let me show you that. So that will get burned. Some of this is absolutely just unusable. You can see it's riddled with woodworm or previous woodworm, and it just, yeah, breaks up like dust in my hand. So that's all getting burned. Yeah, just so much like this. And probably just, there we go. Now my knee's covered in dust. But this will get burned. The good stuff will stay in here for now. And I'm going to start thinking about a wood store. I find it quite difficult to make things that aren't to my best ability. But I think for now I need to just knock something up. I've got some old metal panels, got some spare wood in here, some posts. So that'll maybe be a project for the weekend or next week. But then it means I definitely have somewhere to store. I've got piles of wood literally everywhere. So we have some daylight already. Now I found this cool old mobile oil can. So can we repurpose that or use it on a shelf as like a bit of an antique? It's clearly that way up because it's quite rusty. But how cool is that? But the boards are a lot more rotten than I thought. So let's keep smashing and see what we're left with. So we're making great progress. If you can hear, the rain is coming down at a rate of knots. Hence why I'm in here. We started the fire. It burned for a time and then the rain just killed it. So already we've knocked down some of the old floorboards, which are more rotten than I thought. But how cool are these? We can definitely restore them, not restore them, but like repurpose them, even just to clean them up a little bit and have them on a shelf just to show the history of this place. We're in my garage. Awesome, really, really cool. But it's got quite dark now. We're very overcast and, well, you can barely see in here. So I'm going to get a light and then let's finish this. The good thing is, because it's so rotten, the boards are coming up very easy. So let's go. There we go. Whew. Another day I don't have to go to the gym.
Blue dew, blue moon, kinda mysterious, shaded with someone I'm not really into. Do you need to fix it? Talking bullshit. It's hard to see you when your eyes look dull. Who's gonna save you? Who's gonna make you?
There we go. That is all done. This is the last one. And we have a clear space. Now, if you can hear me, let me know what we should do with these beams. Do we make fence posts for a bigger chicken area? Do we make a raised bed or something completely different? So let us know, drop a comment, drop a like, and we'll see you on the next one, possibly 1 week, possibly 2. But thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for making this dream almost come a reality for us. We love filming, we love doing this, but the work we put into the videos, I'm not sure we can keep it up unless we get that support from you guys, and we're getting it. So thank you so much. It's been a really good start to the year, and yeah, we feel super blessed. So thank you. See you on the next one. 1 week, 2 weeks. Would you prefer a 30 to 40 minute video every 2 weeks, or a 15 to 20 minute video every 1 week? Let us know. But for now, I'm getting down from here and getting a hot drink. It's freezing and I've been here for quite a while, so the cleanup can wait another day. See you guys.